In an important development, the Supreme Court of India today ordered that 73-year-old human rights activist Gautam Navlakha, who was in custody in connection with the Bhima Koregaon case, be transferred to house arrest within 48 hours on account of his prevailing medical condition. This order is, however, interim in nature and will be reviewed after 1 month. Noting that Navlakha has no criminal antecedents and that he has been in custody since the year 2020, a bench comprising Justices K.M. Joseph and Rishikesh Roy observed, and I quote here, "He's been in custody since 2020. He was placed in house arrest in an earlier occasion, prima facie. No complaint that he has misused earlier house arrest. No criminal antecedents apart from this case against him. We would think that we should allow to be house arrest at least to begin with for a period of 1 month." The police has, however, been permitted to search and inspect the residence if needed in its evaluation to ensure that Navlakha does not misuse the house arrest. However, the Supreme Court of India today underscored that such searches should not be abused and that there should not be a ruse to harass Navlakha further. Navlakha had requested to be transferred to his sister's house. However, following some developments that happened during the hearing today, it was submitted that he will arrange an alternate accommodation where he will reside with his 71-year-old companion. Senior advocate Kapil Sibal, today appearing on behalf of Navlakha, informed the Supreme Court that he would be staying in a 1 BHK located on the first floor above a public library. The NIA, that is the National Investigating Authority, said that it will inspect the location before his transfer. To provide a brief background for our viewers, Navlakha had moved the Supreme Court of India after the Bombay High Court dismissed his plea on April 26th. Navlakha, a former secretary to the People's Union for Democratic Rights, was arrested in August 2018 but was initially placed under house arrest. He was later transferred to the Taloja Central Prison in Maharashtra in April 2020 after a Supreme Court order. He had moved the Bombay High Court for default bail after pointing out that he was denied basic medical aid and other necessities in the prison, which was detrimental considering his advanced age. A bench of Justices S.B. Shukre and G.S. Sanap had, however, rejected the plea, prompting this particular appeal before the Supreme Court of India. The relief granted to Navlakha today by the Supreme Court is, however, subject to the following conditions, which are as follows. Number 1, his house will be under surveillance, that is, police personnel to be posted outside the house and CCTV cameras will be installed outside the rooms and at entry and exit points of the residence. Number 2, no permission to leave the house except for walks in the company of police personnel. He will not engage with any person during such walks. Number 3, no access to internet, laptop or any communication device. Number 4, phone calls will be permitted once a day for 10 minutes in police presence on a mobile phone provided by the police personnel. Number 5, otherwise he will not use any other phone including that of the companion. Companion's mobile shall not have internet, a basic phone for making calls and SMS. She shall not delete calls or SMS. Number 6, NIA can conduct surveillance into calls made by him as well as his companion. Number 7, he cannot leave Bombay. Number 8, maximum 2 family members can visit him once a week for 3 hours. List of family members is to be provided to the NIA within 3 days. Number 9, no electronic gadgets will be permitted even when such visitors are allowed. Number 10, he will be permitted to use cable TV and read newspaper. Number 11, no contact with any of the witnesses in this particular case. Number 12, he will be permitted to meet his lawyer as per the jail manual rules. That is, he must forward names of lawyers in 3 days to the NIA. And number 13, he must furnish local surety. Importantly, the expense of surveillance, approximately rupees 2.4 lakhs, is to be borne by Navlakha himself. The cost of the CCTV installation is also to be borne by him. In case he is acquitted, the amount will be reimbursed, the Supreme Court said today. Yesterday during the hearing, the top court had expressed its inclination to allow the request for house arrest. Navlakha is said to be suffering from serious ailments including skin allergy and dental issues and had cited the need to undergo a colonoscopy to test suspected cancer. He had approached the Supreme Court after the Bombay High Court had rejected his prayer to be shifted to his sister's house. Setting aside the Bombay High Court order today, the Supreme Court bench said, and I quote here, "We are a little mystified as to why High Court said petitioner does not fulfill criteria of age. He is aged 70 years. The state of health is also far from perfect. There are multiple health issues." For more information on today's hearing as well as the courtroom exchange that took place today during the hearing, you can refer to a detailed report, the link to which has been given in the description box below. Please do check it out. I'm Muratra Kabhamik for LiveLaw. Keep watching LiveLaw for more such updates.